Hello, hey, I'm Marco Picota. I'm designer of the Cats of Mont Michel, along with Tom Frank, who's a great storyteller. Anyways, I know you guys have been waiting for some more information about the game, and especially about the kittens, for those who like the kittens. So let me fill you in on where we're at. We're in production. Things have already started. As you can see, I got a ton of the samples in here, a whack of cards for both, the loot cards that we've got, which are the smaller ones, and our skill cards and our event cards and stuff like that. We have the flat character sheets, but we also have the double layered ones, and you get your character here and it slots right into the double layer along with your cards and other stuff. I'll show you more on that more closely in a second. And yeah, I know, okay, so some people have been talking, when I've launched the production dates and delivery dates, especially for the different languages, that I was wrong or I couldn't do it. And they were right. I guess they were saying I was too optimistic, and I am. I'm a pretty optimistic kind of guy. I'm a happy kind of guy. I want everything to go great. So now we're going to give them more reasonable expectations. I can tell you right here in the video. So this game is in print. It'll probably be finished in about 4 weeks or so. And then it's going to ship from China to Canada, to the United States, and to the UK, and to Europe. That will be the English version that will be shipping. The other languages, everyone's translating theirs into German, French, Polish, Spanish, and those will be going to print mid-December, with production finished around, February 1st or so. Now, the Chinese have a big holiday there, so I'm hoping it doesn't delay it, but as soon as it gets manufactured, out the door it goes. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks for shipping. I know to Poland, the Czech Games will be having it in 2 to 3 weeks, because they are shipping it by train right across China. So I don't think I can do that with the rest of Europe, but I'll be looking into it. Regardless, we're going to production now. It ships in December. Yeah, so we're shipping in December, before Christmas, the English game, and it'll arrive in February. And then, so you can imagine fulfillment in February. We'll be starting production December for the other languages, shipping in the early February, so you will get it in March. So that's the deadlines. I'll put that in writing so you guys have that clearer than my speech here. But the other thing that we're looking at is the kit. A lot of people asking me about getting the rules again for the kittens and all that. And for the longest time, we were working really hard on it. We had solid rules throughout, except I was never happy with the battle phase that's at the end of the game. So I was like, I don't want to give it to them. I'm really happy with it. I mean, it worked or whatever, but I just wanted to make it better. So we have perfected it, along with Marcel, who's on board now doing edits and designing with us and development. And he came up with some great stuff. So within a few days, we will have PDFs of the rules and all that for the kittens, so you can check it out more in detail. Of course, the kittens are the same kittens that are in here. Well, the kittens here, the cats here. So that's kind of the deal there. Now, let me see if I can get this thing to work, and I'll be adding on some close-ups of the pieces. Okay, so here we got, you can see here's the double-layered cat dashboard that's going to be if you get the deluxe set or you get the accessory expansion. These are some of the inserts for the different cats, and look at the art. I mean, Omar's awesome. The art is awesome. So this was the new stuff. You guys got this art because one of the stretch goals was unlocked. So good on you guys, and thank you very much. So that would fit right in here. Here you've got a plethora of your loot cards. You would put a weapon here, for example. If you had armor, you could put up to 2 weapons that you can kind of do at the same time. And if you had armor, you would put it there. Where's one of my armor cards? Oh, anyways, you know what I mean. These are your skill cards. There's a little space here. Whatever skill cards that you've kind of got for that particular scenario activated, you can put them here so you can reference them and you know what you have, and it kind of slides under there. there's, I don't know where the square went, but there's a square that goes up and down to count your lives. Yeah, if you get extra stuff, you can put them in here, and then you're got a good control over your character throughout the game. And so that's the double layered board. It came out perfect, I think. It looks great. It works really well. We also got, now we'll move this out of the way, all these awesome pieces of art. That's one great thing about games. They're art too. They're not just games. They're real art. I mean, in the art that's on it, as well as the designing a game, I would say is artful. So there you go. Okay, and then here's our little markers. Here, let's put a few guys down, kind of to show our friends and foes here, and kind of show the markers off. Well, she couldn't be there because it's red, but here you go. These are the wooden tokens that come in the accessory set. That's a stun marker, for example. So you might put it like that with their character to show they're stunned. These are blue on one side, and red on the other, objective tokens. So you would put that down here. Depending on the scenario, it would be blue or red. Here's your marker. This is, by the way, a prototype I'm using. Look, it's got writing on it. But this is your track marker. The little kitty cat's going to move along this track. And then you have these are just some of the markers. We don't have them all. Oh, here's your loot markers. There they are with little loots. In the game, the markers have a sword, but in here they have like a little loot thingy. So that's cool. Now, some might say they think that these markers are too small, but I don't think they're too small. I think they're perfect. And I want them not to clutter the board. So I think they're a perfect size. I designed them to be a perfect size, at least what I think. I hope you guys like them. And yeah, if you have any questions, put it in the comments. If you like the markers, tell me what you think. And if you don't like them, I guess you can tell me what you think too. But that's some of the stuff. As I mentioned, everything's in production. And, banging on. I should get a production sample in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Well, I'm hoping 4 weeks at the latest. That means they're almost done, but I can double check it in case something got missed, and we can open the boxes and put it back. It's a drag, but it's what you have to do sometimes. Anyways, thanks for listening in. Oh, she's rolling away. And stay tuned for more news about the cats of Mont Saint Michel.